What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Now today we have a really interesting video. I have on the call with me right now a friend of mine who just recently completed an entire clan chest by himself. He got all the way up to tier 10 in the last clan chest that just happened this past weekend, a few days ago, by himself. He got all 1,600 crowns on one account in one weekend, and I don't even know what else to say after that. You guys are probably as shocked as I am. I have only ever seen this happen, I believe, one other time, and other than that, not many people actually go out of the way to do this. He actually live streamed the entire thing, so if you're interested in either checking out some replays that he had from this weekend or going over there and following him so you can check out some future live streams, all his social media links will be down in the description below. His Twitch, his YouTube, his Twitter, and his Instagram. Go follow him on all those sites. His links will be in the description below. This is actually a friend of mine that I've known for a while now. I knew him back in the Clash of Clans days. He actually knew me, like we were friends with each other before I ever even started YouTube. I had like an Instagram account where I just posted random Clash of Clans stuff, and I had that way before my YouTube channel, and that's where I met him. So I've been friends with him for a while, and it's just crazy that he just accomplished an entire clan chest by himself. So I decided to have him on a call with me today. Just ask me a few questions, sort of interview him, just to see how it was for him this weekend, completing that entire clan chest by himself. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get him on the call, ask him a few questions, and see how he actually did this. Alright, so here we have Cam on the line. Would you like to introduce yourself, my friend?
Hey, I'm Cam from the channel Great Plays. How you doing today, Jew-Lew? I don't know what you want me to call you.
Yeah, you just call me whatever, man.
Okay.
Alright, so I have a bunch of questions for you. The first one, why did you want to complete an entire clan chest by yourself?
Oh gosh, it actually all started out, I was kind of just sitting in my basement with my cousin the one night. He's one of the moderators in my stream, but I was just sitting and we were kind of coming up with ways to try and attempt at growing my channel a little bit. And I was thinking, I'm like, you know, like last clan chest, our clan never got the, we didn't hit 10 out of 10. I was a little bit pissed off about that, and I was like, that's when it started to snowball. I'm like, maybe I'll try and do that. And one thing led to another, and stupid me was like, yeah, let's try it, let's go for it. So that's kind of how all that started.
So you said, screw your clanmates, I'll go ahead and get 10 out of 10 by myself.
Basically that's how it started. It was like, you guys don't want to help me out get 10 out of 10, I'll try and get 10 out of 10 myself, and worked out for the best.
So now they don't have an excuse at all. If you can do it by yourself, they should at least be able to help you out, right?
Exactly. No excuses anymore. No excuses. All 10 out of 10 here on out.
Alright, another big question. How did you prepare for this?
I tried to prepare myself in the best I could. Like, the clan chest started at a really weird time for me. It started at just after 3 a.m. on the Friday. So I dropped, starting on the Tuesday, I dropped from 4,400 where I was. I dropped down to 1,600, and then that night, or that day, I tried going to sleep at like 5 o'clock so I could get up at 1 o'clock to start streaming at 3 o'clock to get ready for the 24-hour then. So that was kind of the best way I could prepare myself.
Wow, you dropped a lot of trophies, sacrificed a lot of sleep this weekend. How much of it did you actually live stream?
Oh, I did the 24-hour on the Friday to Saturday, and then I slept for a little bit, and then I streamed 12 or 13 hours, and then I had work on Sunday, so I had to get up and go to work Sunday, and then I streamed like another 7 hours. So I think around like 30-40 hours streamed worth, maybe just over 40.
How many hours did you work on Sunday?
I worked from 9:45. I was actually late to work on Sunday, which is a funny story. I actually slept in, but whoops. Anyways, I worked from about 10 in the morning till about 7:30 at night.
You worked a 9-hour shift and you still completed this entire chest?
Yeah, it was, I got immediately, like, I was clashing on the way home, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I was doing the math in my head. I'm like, am I gonna have enough? Am I gonna be just shy? Am I gonna be at like 1590 and it's gonna end, and I'm gonna like be like, no, what a waste of a weekend. But,
imagine if you missed it by like less than 100. How would you feel?
Oh man, I was so worried. Like, actually, I was streaming and I was like, if you go back and you watch the highlights of the clips, like, I am like so dead focused on getting 3 counts. I'm like, I can't talk. I'm not doing anything but focusing on getting on the 3 count. I need to get these 3 counts because I was so nervous that all that time and everything would just go to be nothing.
Yeah. If you would have missed it by just a little, do you think you would have reattempted it?
Oh yeah, I definitely would have had to maybe not the next weekend or the next
Oh yeah,
one
for sure,
right
not
after,
the next week.
but I would have definitely had to go again and on a weekend where I didn't work.
All right, a big question. Now that you have successfully completed it, are you going to try it again? Like, is there any reason to do it again?
Maybe if somebody ever, like they want to do it themselves and they think they can do it in a quicker time and they maybe get it in a quicker time, then maybe like, like we'll have like
then beat their record. Yeah.
Gotta stand the king of the crowns is like what I like to call myself,
Maybe I'll come in there and help you one time. We can do the chess by ourselves, just me and you.
the clan battle chess, 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How many different decks did you use throughout the stream and the weekend and the clan chest?
I tried a lot of different decks, like once or twice. Like I was kind of trying out decks here and there, but I mainly stuck to like kind of the biggest, one of the ones that everybody hates in the meta. I stuck with a lot of Lava Loon for a lot of it, just because it was
yeah, easy 3-crown deck.
Easy 3-crown or at least 2. If I wanted to get 2 and then drop, I would I would just go for the 2 towers and let them 3-crown me. And that was just the way how I dropped trophies if I ever found I was getting too high up in trophies and people were starting to get too try hard to let me take their crowns.
That's pretty smart. Get crowns and still drop trophies.
Yeah, that's why I had to do it, or else I was looking at the math and I'm like, oh no, we're not gonna get it if we don't do it this way.
So it sounds like you did a lot of ladder. Did you do any challenges, like grand or classic challenges?
I did a couple, but to be quite honest, I found that the people in the challenges went a lot harder than the people in, like, I did both grand challenges and I can't remember the smaller one.
Classic.
But yeah, the classic challenges. I did both of those. I did a couple of those, and also the heel draft challenge was going on at that time. So I did a couple of those as well, but I mainly just focused on ladder because I found that on ladder, I don't know for what reason, I don't know if it was card level or what have you not, but I just found that it was a lot easier for me to get crowns on the on ladder than it was in the challenges.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So while you were preparing for this, like, did you tell your parents about it? What did they think? That they probably didn't see you at all this weekend and you were no life in Clash Royale?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I was preparing for this and I'm like, okay, yeah, I announced it on the Monday that I was gonna do this. Starting on the Friday, just to try and get people to get it out. And so I told my dad that day on the Monday, I'm like, Dad, you know what? Just prepare not to see me at all this weekend. I'm going to be at home, but I'm going to be doing a crazy amount of streaming. So he kind of gave me a weird look and was like, all right. So they were pretty cool with it, which was nice. But afterwards, it was pretty funny because I didn't stream Monday or Tuesday because I'm like, you know what? I need a break.
Yeah, you're probably dead.
And they were like, oh, you know what? Like, actually, now that you're out here, it's like we didn't see you like all weekend. We thought you were like on a vacation or something almost because we didn't see you at all.
Yeah, we forgot you were even here.
Exactly.
How many gems did you spend that weekend?
I think I probably spent about 700 or 800 gems on challenges, but I also did I did a couple giveaways during the stream. So I don't know if you count those or not, but
okay.
Yeah.
So, but in the game, you spent less than 1,000?
I spent less than 1,000 gems because it wasn't really like I said, I was just pushing ladder, right? So I didn't really need any higher level troops or anything. Those were just spent on the challenges. Okay, that makes sense. That's not too bad. Yeah.
So was it easier or harder than you expected it to be?
Oh my gosh! I thought I knew what I was getting into when I started it, and I thought I'm like, okay, yeah, I should be able to get this done. Maybe after the 24, I'll be at 1,100 or something.
Yeah.
No. It was so much harder and so much more stressful than what I anticipated it to be. It was I realized after we got into the 24 hours and I realized I was averaging about maybe around 35 crowns an hour. So I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna take a lot longer than what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's a lot of crowns, 1,600.
Yeah, and after the 24, I think we finished the 24 at 850 crowns. So at that point, I'm like, shoot, tomorrow I'm going to have to do another long stream and to try and boost myself up enough so I don't have to stress out on Sunday. And then Sunday night, I was still stressing like crazy because I was cutting it really close.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So how many hours of sleep did you get from start to finish?
From start to finish, funny story. I went to sleep Saturday at 3 in the morning after the 24 hours, maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. And I went upstairs and my head hit the pillow. I set my alarm, my head hit the pillow. And I woke up and it was noon. And I'm like,
oh God.
Shoot! I was screaming. I was panicking and immediately ran downstairs to where I have my stream set up. And immediately just first thing I got the stream up, started playing right away. And that's why I was like, oh my gosh. So I probably got around like maybe 12, 13 hours over the course of the 2 days.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, no,
The
it's
eight hours
doable.
that you got, you definitely didn't want to get that many.
Yeah, it was definitely doable. I didn't want that many hours of sleep. I wanted to just a couple. And I set my alarm for just a couple hours, and then I'm like, oh, darn it.
Yeah. So did you have any like favorite or least favorite moments of the weekend?
I don't know. The kind of one of my favorite parts about the weekend was all the new people that kind of came out to the channel and just said hi. Like, I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it without them. Like, it would have been so boring if I didn't have, like those 2 or 3 guys that I had, or like 10, 20. Sometimes we had a lot of people, sometimes we had a little bit of people, which was understandable because on Twitch the viewers kind of vary a lot.
Yeah.
But no, like, I think one of my favorite parts was either that, and I think my least favorite part of that weekend would have to be the actual opening of the chest. I have it recorded, but I got like nothing good from the 10 out of 10 chest.
That sucks.
It was awful. The next day I got a free chest with the Inferno Drag and like some other good card that I was looking for. And I'm like, man, this is better than my 10 out of 10 chest.
At least you got one legendary out of the weekend, right?
Yeah, exactly. At least we got one out of the weekend.
Well, that's about all the questions I have. Do you have anything else that you want to add or just talk about that happened this weekend?
Not necessarily, other than I was talking to you a little bit earlier about that one what was it? Oh my gosh, the Musketeer glitch. That was still like just mind-boggling. I'll have to send you the clip to that, but it was just absolutely like I was so lost from it. But
and
no,
you were probably sleep deprived. You were like, what is going on?
Yeah, I thought, honestly, at first I thought I'm losing my mind. I swear I just saw that Musketeer cross the bridge, and I went back and I looked at the replay and it crossed over the water. I am like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it.
That would have been crazy.
But yeah, no, I think I'm good. Just want to say thanks to everybody that came out to over that weekend. If any of them are watching, appreciate all you guys for hanging out and sticking out those like 40+ hours with me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have came and watched a little bit, but I don't know how long I would have stayed.
Yeah.
I can't stay up that long.
Yeah, understandably.
Well, thanks for coming out to the channel, man. Thanks for the interview, and thanks for your dedication to that clan chest. I know that wasn't easy.
No worries. Thank you so much for having me on the channel.
No problem, man. Make sure you guys go ahead and check out my boy Cam. I'll leave his links down in the description below. Go follow him on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And who knows, maybe he might do this again some other weekend.
Yeah, who knows.